So it's been 2 days now since I saw The Last Jedi, or 3, Saturday. Technically 3, but 2. I've taken a lot of notes on my phone over the last couple of days to work out how to review the film, because I did say I absolutely loved it, but at the same time I said it was risky in my review. Now my interpretation has changed and I will be watching the film a second time next week, that's for sure, just to get it all around. But this is full of spoilers, so if you don't want to know anything, don't watch this. So The Last Jedi begins with Poe and General Hux, and this comedy worked really well for this scene and it was quite memorable. Now, I felt like General Hux was a really weak character, one of the weakest in The Force Awakens, but I loved him throughout The Last Jedi. Luke did not feel like Luke to me. The Luke that we always have seen and loved, and when he threw away the lightsaber, it made me so upset. It was like Disney saying fuck you to the Star Wars community. But Luke and Rey had some fantastic moments together though, and the revelation that Luke tried to kill Ben Solo, forcing him down this path of Kylo Ren, that was a great character development for me, and I quite like that. And I also think that some of the students that Kylo took might be the Knights of Ren, but I'm not sure. It's a bit out there, but that's a theory that I may have. So Kylo Ren himself was one of the best things of this film. Honestly, he and Rey had amazing chemistry. Sometimes it was weird and even felt sexual, but the scene with Snoke and the fight with the guards was absolutely fantastic. Snoke. What can I say about Snoke? I didn't care if Snoke was a character that we didn't know. Like, there were so many theories around and things. I personally thought it was Anakin's father, but as I was watching this film, I really thought the way that he was talking about Darth Vader, that this was Palpatine. And it could be one of these characters, and it could be explored in graphic novels, comics, anything we could learn. But J.J. Abrams introduced this character, and there was obviously a purpose. And the fact that Rian Johnson, or Rain Johnson, whatever the director's name is, killed him for Kylo Ren to become Supreme Leader for me is fucking ridiculous. I mean, literally 2 minutes before this, Snoke's character development with Rey and the scene where he's torturing her was brilliant, and I love that. And for them to do that, it really pissed me off, to literally slice him in half. But I'm not even going to get into how angry that scene made me feel. There's a lot of people saying that this is great development for Kylo, and I enjoy the character of Kylo, but this annoyed me so much. Rey learns the truth about her parents from Kylo Ren in this film. Junk traders. Her parents were nobody. Fantastic. Fantastic. Years of theories, guys. It was ridiculous. Leia was fantastic in the film, but the scene where she uses the Force through the space was... I've used ridiculous a lot, and that's how I describe this film at certain parts. I will get to the good. There is good, guys. And I couldn't stop shaking my head thinking, is this for fucking real? Now, I quite like the character Rose, the new character. She had a sad backstory and a great impact on me from The Last Jedi, and I quite enjoyed the time that we had on screen with her. With Finn also. Now Finn, sadly, I think had some great moments, but didn't really get me as invested as I was with The Force Awakens with him. Which is really a shame, because I did like, I love the actor, I can't pronounce his name, Boyega? Vice Admiral Hodo. Now, when I was watching this, I felt like she was fucking Jar Jar Binks to me. I guess she wasn't that bad by the end of the film, but for me, she felt like an unnecessary villain, and I just don't think she was needed. I mean, she did make a sacrifice, but I just looked away every time she came on the screen. Alright, let's get to some good, because I've just been ranting and ranting, because there's so much in this movie that I've been fucking thinking about. there was some fan service in this film that I love so much. Seeing the laughing Yoda from the original trilogy that we all love was such a treat, and his interaction with Luke works so well to create my favourite thing about this movie. Honestly, seeing Yoda, I don't know why, but I predicted this, and it was awesome to see it, and I was so happy screaming at the screen. R2-D2 and Luke together on the Falcon was a touching moment, especially when R2-D2 played the Leia classic, "Help me Obi-Wan, you're my only hope." But the comedy used on the island between the caretaker, oh my god, I lost my spot. Oh, this is so annoying. It worked quite well, and Chewbacca was lovable and had some great humour. But I think that comedy was definitely overused, especially with BB-8. I haven't written this, but that scene where you think that it's going to be Benicio del Toro, I'm not even going to bother talking about him, I didn't really enjoy it, the code breaker, and it's BB-8 controlling not the AT-AT, the Walker, whatever. It was stupid. It was so stupid, and it made me hate BB-8. I know they're trying to make like a new R2-D2, but you can't replace R2-D2, that's just my opinion. I'm just trying to think if there's much I haven't talked about. Like, I'm just not gonna do a 40-minute video like everyone else does, but that's the rundown. I haven't written anything about Luke's death, so I think that Luke's death was stupid, honestly. I feel like Luke dying in the film may have been okay, and I said that, but from forced exhaustion, are you serious? It's frustrating for someone who loves the original films and for Luke to have so much power and for him to use that power and fade away from forced exhaustion. I mean, the end fight with Kylo was really good, but the whole brushing of the shoulder was another example where the humour was overused. But I've ranted so much for someone who said they liked this film, and like I did like it, but it just wasn't great for me, and there was so much improvement room. I haven't talked about so many characters. I knew that Admiral Akbar would probably die because the actor died in real life, so I wasn't too surprised there if you saw my prediction video. But for me, this guy's making another 3 Star Wars films, and I don't know, it didn't feel like The Empire Strikes Back, even though it did have some scenes where you can definitely compare it. So I do give him credit for creating a unique Star Wars film. And there was some great wildlife introduced, like the porgs were pretty funny, I'll admit. The cyclids, or I forget what they're called, like the diamond horses, were pretty cool. But the whole scene with Finn, I feel like Finn and Rose's chemistry was great, but their scenes were terrible, and the casino was stupid. But Rose herself, I really enjoyed. I just felt like Finn had a big downfall for me. But yeah, Luke was pretty good in the film, but yeah, it disappointed me a lot. I don't know how I feel about watching it the second time, if I'll hate it more or enjoy it more, but I feel like I got fanboyed as soon as I came out of the theatre, and I just said I enjoyed it so much without even thinking about the film, which I have now. So I'm going to give The Last Jedi a 7 out of 10. I think that The Last Jedi is a great movie, but I don't think it's a fantastic Star Wars movie. So if this wasn't a Star Wars movie, I think I'd enjoy it more, but obviously it was. But yeah, so The Last Jedi, have you guys seen it? I hope you have, because this video spoils it. Let me know what you guys thought, but that's my honest opinion after my first viewing. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.